One day, Buddha and his disciple Ananda were traveling through a forest. The sun was high in the sky, and they were feeling tired after walking for hours. As they walked, they came across a river. The water was muddy and filled with dirt. Still, they stepped into the water and carefully made their way across. After some time, they found a big tree and decided to rest under its shade. The wind was cool and they felt at peace. Buddha sat in deep meditation while Ananda sat beside him, watching the surroundings. Soon, Buddha opened his eyes and looked at Ananda with a gentle smile. Ananda, can you please bring me some drinking water? I am very thirsty. Gautam Buddha asked softly. Ananda got up immediately and started looking for a clean source of water. He walked through the forest but could not find a clear stream or a pond. After searching for a long time, he returned to Buddha empty-handed. Buddha looked at him and asked, Ananda, why did you not bring me any water? Ananda replied respectfully, I could not find clean water. I searched everywhere, but I did not find a clear stream or pond. Buddha then asked, what about the river we crossed earlier? Ananda hesitated and said, the water in that river was muddy. It is not drinkable. I did not go there because the water was dirty. I will search further and bring water from somewhere else. Buddha shook his head and said gently, no, Ananda, I want you to bring water from that river only. Please go back and bring some water. Ananda was surprised. He hesitated and said, the river water is not clean. It is full of mud. How can I bring that for you? Let me find a better source. But Buddha insisted, go back to the same river, Ananda. Trust me and bring water from there. Ananda was reluctant. He wanted to argue but remained respectful. With a polite bow, he said, I do not understand. Why do you ask for water from a muddy river when we know it is not drinkable? Buddha just smiled and said, go, Ananda, you will understand. Feeling unsure but trusting Gautam Buddha, Ananda made his way back to the river. When he reached there, he was surprised. The water, which was muddy before, was now completely clear. He could see the pebbles and fish at the bottom. The dirt had settled and the river was calm. Ananda filled his pot with the clean water and walked back to Buddha. The water is clear now. It was so muddy before. How did you know it would become clear? Buddha took the pot, drank some water, and looked at Ananda with his wise, peaceful eyes. Ananda, when we crossed the river earlier, many people and bullock carts passed before us. Their movement disturbed the riverbed, making the water muddy. But with time, the mud settled and the water became clear again. He continued, this is how our mind works too. When we are full of thoughts, emotions, and worries, our mind becomes disturbed like the muddy water. We cannot see clearly or make wise decisions. But if we wait patiently and let our thoughts settle, our mind becomes clear and we can see the truth, just like the river water. Ananda's eyes widened with understanding. He folded his hands and bowed to Buddha. Now I understand. Our mind is like the river. If we remain patient and let our thoughts settle, we can make better choices and see things more clearly. Buddha smiled and said, Yes, Ananda. So, whenever you feel confused, anxious, or upset, do not rush to make decisions. Let your thoughts settle and clarity will come on its own. Ananda felt a deep sense of peace and wisdom. He realized the importance of patience and a calm mind. From that day on, he always remembered this lesson and practiced it in his daily life. Moral of the story: just as we cannot draw clean water from a muddy river, a restless mind filled with negativity cannot produce wise thoughts. When the mind is calm and our thoughts settle, clarity and wisdom flow naturally, and we can see the truth clearly.